rock stars? What's up? What's going on? I'm back at you because I was watching a video. It was yesterday. May have been yesterday or the day before, from my friend It's Me Angie, and she threw out a challenge, a 10-question challenge, sort of like a get to know you icebreaker sort of deal, because she wanted to know more about her neighbors, and she threw out the challenge to have them answer these 10 questions. And they're simple questions, they're not super personal where you're getting off into personal business and stuff like that. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day or evening, wherever all you rock stars may be. And so I wrote down the 10 questions and I said, I'll accept that challenge, and just, and she said, you have to answer them on the fly. Just, think for the moment, and then whatever it is, then just answer it. So I said, okay, I'll try it. I'll do it. The first question was, if you could name yourself, other than what your parents named you, if you could name yourself, what you wanted your name to be at birth, what would your name be? And just straight off the bat, I tell you, I wanted my name to be Kathy. I wanted to be a Kathy, Kathy. Everybody named Kathy. I just loved that name, and I don't know why, but I mean, from probably 7 or 8 years old, I wanted my name to be Kathy, and I just like that name. I always liked that name. I still like that name, and I think, now that I think about it inadvertently, I think when I was naming our daughter Kadri, I almost think that was kind of a play, even though I think it wasn't intentional. I think it was sort of a play on Kathy, because I really like that name, and the name Kathy and the name Kadri, in, I think it's Hebrew or Greek language, mean the same thing. So I'm thinking that Kadri might be like a derivative nickname or something of Kathy or Catherine. I don't know, but both of them mean the same thing, and it's pure. So, 2, if you could come back as an animal, well, what animal would you come back as? That's a good question. I ain't gonna think too hard on that. I just say I come back as a dog. I love puppies. So I would come back as probably a salt and pepper schnauzer. You know, maybe come back to a rich person, to be comfort to a rich person, be their support animal, one that they could spoil, and that sort of stuff. So, yeah. How many nights could a family member stay before you want them to leave? It depends on the family member. My immediate family, my brothers, my sister, they're pretty unbothered and pretty non-problematic. They don't come with drama and foolishness like that. We're older, so we're past all of that. So, we would up front, walking in the door, because there's boundaries. There's boundaries to everything. And so, coming in the door, if Ray and I decide, okay, you can stay here, until you get on your feet, or until, if you're not able to handle stuff right now, you can stay for a little while. But on such and such date, such and such time, such and such part of the month, you're out. I mean, there's boundaries. There's not like an open-ended stay. So, and I mean, we're real selective about who we would allow to stay. They would have to be immediate family, or somebody that's like a family friend we've known for decades. We know them and their family, and we know how they would mesh with ours, because that's real important. But it just depends on the person. What's the most dangerous thing that you've ever done in your life? That can go in so many directions. I mean, other than uh, dating my ex-boyfriend decades ago, who was a pharmaceutical distributor. That was dangerous in and of itself. Every day I got in a car with him, there was danger. Um, Other than that, the thing I think of is it was a stupid kind of danger, but it was a danger nevertheless. And who was I with? The pharmaceutical distributor, because I was a fairly good girl. I mean, I wasn't about that life, but he made that life, that dangerous life, appealing, And I was at a rebellious stage anyway, so. And this was dumb, stupid stuff. I was probably like 17, something like that, and we left the apartment complex we lived in, and we went to the apartment complex because they had a pool, and we were hanging out by the pool. And it occurred to my boyfriend and his friends to just do something really stupid. So they went around the corner from the pool where there was a fire alarm, a fire alarm that you could pull down, and it would bring fire trucks to the complex. hmm So he pulled the lever and we ran. We ran to our apartments, sat on my front porch, and watched 4 fire trucks come. I mean, flying to the apartment complex for nothing. This was before cameras were installed, people had phones and all of this sort of stuff. We got went to jail for that. I was 17, almost 18. Yeah, I could have gotten a bunch of trips, but that's off the top. That's probably one of the most dangerous things I've done. It's real stupid, but yeah, I did it. Um, what was it? How much money? How much money would it take for me to stand in front of a group of just random people and answer questions, answer a question, answer anything that they ask me? How much money would it take me to do that? I'd have to answer it. I'd have to answer it truthfully, or I would get zapped. How much money would it take for me to do that? Uh, I don't know. I mean, if they're offering 5 million, I'll take 5 million. But I'm pretty much an open book. I'd say probably 5 or 10 million. But I'm pretty much an open book anyway. Many people ask me questions that, out of nosiness, that they don't expect me to answer, but I'm quite forthright. I'll answer it. I don't have any problem with it because I'm fairly open book. I'm very not very closed off or uh, super private. There's some family stuff that you know gotta have a whole bunch of money, but just generally speaking, no. Ask me if it's not if it's personal. I'm not gonna answer that. But I mean, if this is for, yeah, I'll answer it. I'll answer it, no problem. Um, Name a talent you have, no matter how small. Um, I don't know. That's a good question. Name a talent. I can sing. Uh, yeah, I can sing. I can't do that. Um, Name a quote from a movie and the movie that it came from. Why can't I think of a bunch of quotes from different movies? And um, and they're not YouTube appropriate. I need to change my view of movies, or change my movie, but I'm trying to think. I can't think of a quote off the bat. Um, there's a whole bunch of different quotes. I can't think. I can't think. I'll come back to that at the end, I guess. I ain't supposed to think about it very much, but I'll come back to that because that's pretty good. Name your dream job. My dream job would be what's actually behind me right there. That's a towel cake, and it's probably like a diaper cake on the other side. That would be my dream job. If I could do that all day long, every day, for baby showers, bridal showers, special occasion type centerpieces that you want made, I do that. I've had that business, Anointed Creations LLC, for the past 10 to 12 years, and I do some business here and there during the year, but not nearly as much as I'd like to. But if I could do one thing for the rest of my life and be able to draw income from that, that's exactly what I do. That would be my dream job. I would love that. Have enough to support my family and enough to pour back into helping the community and helping the neighborhood and stuff like that. That's exactly what I would do. Behind me, that's my dream job. And I'm believing God that that's going to eventually be my job. How much money would it take for you to go skinny dipping on the world's largest beach on its most active day? Skinny dipping. Skinny dipping with no clothes on. Skinny dipping. Take off your clothes and jump in the water. About $12 to $15 million at least. Yeah, right. Could you go without food for 40 days and 40 nights for $1 million? Not without great difficulty, because I love to eat. Before $1 million? I need water though. I need liquid though. But $4 million, will it be easy? I would probably have to leave. Oh, it just went dark. I would probably have to leave the country almost, but because America's so food driven, I couldn't have no TV, no radio, or nothing. But I would literally have to be in the wilderness like the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights, with just the Lord and liquid. But I tried. Would. Favorite type of music? Yes. I love music. I love to sing. I love to hear music. I like writing music. I've written some music. I like all genres of music, but basically this millennial music, the 2000s music, and forward to now, I mean, there's some 2000s music I like, but I'm old. So I like old school music. And I like music of all genres. I have an appreciation for music of all genres. I love the old school funk bands. I love jazz and blues. I like country music. I like the old pop music and rock. Rock stars gotta have like rock. um, that sort of stuff. Um, yeah, I like all different genres of music, but I like the older music. I don't have much of an appreciation for today's popular artists and popular music because it's so transparently, number one, it's so vulgar. It's not even remotely suggestive. It's just blatantly sexual. um, it's just destructive to me. And uh, and and a lot of the melodies from today's artists is borrowed. I mean, if you go back to the 80s and pick the top popular songs of the 80s and just take their melody and some of their lyrics and turn on the radio in 2023 and see just how many of those catchy uh, melodies that you recognize. Half the songs of today's artists, the music came from 40, 50 years ago easily. So it lacks originality to me. But that's just me. Um, I'm going to go back to that movie question because I want to think about it. Um, movie. Um, mm, I don't know. Um, I don't know. Quotes from movies, I can think of them when I don't have to think of them. But the only thing I can think of from a movie that I like is buying on credit is so nice. One look at us and they charge twice. I'll get a terrace apartment. Better get rid of your accent. Now, I told you I was old. If you can find that song from a movie, uh, the movie that I just did, that's a song from a movie, but if you can figure out what movie that song came from, uh, you're old and you're a real rock star. But other than that, y'all, I gotta go back to work, go back to the real world and my real job, get back on this computer, and I hope y'all having an amazing day. And y'all take It's Me Angie's challenge and roll on over to her channel and become a neighbor. It'll be one of the best decisions you could make because she's one of the coolest, most real people ever. She's an original rock. She's one of my original rock stars. She was with me from day one. So until I see you, y'all have an awesome, awesome day.